Yes, indeed. It is time for another episode of Dark Souls. Hello, friends, and thank you for joining me. So, if you are caught up to where we are in the lore of this playthrough, you will know that we kind of got bodied last time, and now I'm trying to remember my spawn point. It was here. So, I went and grinded a little bit, not a ton, grinded for some souls, so that I could maybe wear a little bit more effective armor and still be able to dodge roll and everything. But we're going to make an attempt again on the princes. Excuse me. We're going to see if we can actually defeat the twin princes this time. I certainly would like to. I would certainly not like to have a video go for a whole hour of me just getting bodied over and over again, even though that might be entertaining for some. I have a contingency plan. There are a couple of areas, one in particular that I can think of that we have not yet visited, that I had intended to visit before we actually tried the DLC. I know I teased the DLC last time, kind of as a consolation prize for not being able to overcome the boss challenge. But yeah, if the princes give me enough grief to really put me off actually defeating them in this video, no biggie. We can begin to explore another area that I had been holding off on, just because that's actually a little bit of a tough area on its own, and I had wanted to be more fully equipped for it. You know, I think the trick here could perhaps be not to get greedy. Which is probably the trick for most of Dark Souls. But I think this one strike is going to do us wonders. Ow. He says as he starts to get bodied. Alright. I do love that thrust attack. Not that one. The smash is good too. Alright. Not terrible. Not terrible. Don't hit me. Okay. Well, first phase went pretty well. Man, my heart just starts beating when that second phase starts. I still get yippy on it. And I don't even really know why. I guess I do a little bit, but I don't know. I think I've had it in my head for most of this playthrough that this was a boss that was going to give me a lot of trouble, no matter how good I had gotten leading up to it in the playthrough. And I don't know. Maybe I just need to get good in my headspace and get psyched. Or maybe I need to actually summon help this time and let them help, which, you know, that may be a tactic as well. But I think I want to give it the old college try, just on my own for a minute. I certainly enjoy having the benefit of, I think it was like 280 damage per hit with the Great Magic Weapon buff. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give that another try. See what happens. Ooh, okay. he didn't miss me because of what I did there. He just missed me. Okay, it's like 250 damage this time. Which is fine. Pretty good amount. I'm surprised I dodged that. Ow. I don't like that input lag, I've noticed. Whew. That would have killed me. Again. And I'm right in the middle of the main area right now. So I'm gonna have to duck for cover as soon as this cutscene's over, or when I skip it, which will be now. Get out of there. What was that? I need to get a bead on where he is. Okay. Oh man, I did not expect to get the buff off there. Okay. Alright. Still got me, man. Woohoo, okay. Huh, I think either one of those attacks would have killed me at that point. Just get out. Get out. Gosh, dang it. That's the thing, he keeps me on the defensive so much in this phase. It's not good. Goodness. Yeah, I'm just not hacking it. I don't know why. Okay. Now we're popping an ember. It's probably somewhat useless. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about buffing for a while. Okay, that was a quick follow-up. A very quick follow-up on his part.
Oh, dear brother.
Knocked me out of my lock-on. Oh! Ooh!
Remain among the accursed.
I'm okay with remaining among the accursed. That is satisfying, boys and girls and everyone in between. Or outside. Whew! Where are my hollows at? Take a celebratory swig of water. Me oh my. Whew! My heart is beating. I am alive right now. Did it all without help as well. Whew. I'd like to thank the Academy for, specifically the Lothric Academy for teaching our buddy the Prince here that linking the fire was perhaps not the best thing for the world anymore. Boy oh boy, that feels good.
Welcome, husband.
Now we're gonna spend his souls.
Let these souls withdraw.
And I probably have to pop something, yeah. to get another one. I don't think I'm going to use his soul to get an item. There's only one boss soul I plan on doing that with. You know what? Why not get another vitality? I'd like to explore a little bit more fashion. My build is pretty solid at the moment, I think. You know, and I say that where I'm sure some real elite gamer could tell me of how my build is not what it needs to be, but that's okay. I do want to look at the soul of the twin princes. They share one. The two princes rejected their duty to become lords of Cinder and settled down far, far away to watch the fire fade from a distance. A curse makes their souls nearly inseparable.
Aha.
So yeah, they conspired together to not link the first flame. We've got Lothric's Holy Sword, which, as I recall, is actually a pretty good sword. Emma herself blessed that with potent magic. Lothric was meant to be a champion and was expected to wield this platinum sword, but some things will remain distant dreams forever. And here's Lorien's greatsword. That may be the one I was thinking of. The Ultra Greatsword of Lorien. Cast in smoldering, molten steel and stained black. Excuse me. Before Lorien embraced his brother's curse, he was a knight who single-handedly slayed the Demon Prince, but the victory eternally scorched his sword with flame. And I think the lore goes that that battle is what ended up... that battle is what kind of caused him to become somewhat of an invalid and lose the use of his feats.
Welcome, host. Very then taken.
Do I need more maybe a little more defense. Although part of me wants to get endurance up to 30 now too. Which does give me more resistances still. Yeah. I'll always give it to a 25 mark.
Farewell, mayst thou thy peace discover.
Thank thee. Yeah, so that did not take as long as I thought. I genuinely didn't think 12 minutes into this episode I will have already defeated the twin princes. But here we are. So I think we haven't talked to our buddy here, formerly of the Undead Legion.
You oft the Lords of Cinder, the Undead Legion. So that's how they're delivered to their thrones. I pity the sorry souls. Is that really Lordship's last reward?
It really seems like it, doesn't it?
I failed to thank you for helping them find their final resting place.
Oh, yeah, the Pharyn Ring.
I pity the sorry.
I actually forget what this ring does. Ah, reduces skill FP consumption. Cool. Neat. So I think that may be all he's got for us right now. So why not do what I was going to do earlier in the event of failure, but just because. There are actually a couple of areas in this game that are entirely optional that I have yet to best. And I'm going to do one of them right now because, as I believe I mentioned in the last video, we have one more Undead Bone Shard and one more Estus Shard to get. So if you don't recall, this area is the Smoldering Lake where we fought that giant worm. We had ballista bolts cast at us. We defeated the old Demon King down there. And there's just a little bit more to these ruins. That again, I was a little hesitant, shall we say, to explore when I was at that strength level. But I return to you now, at the turn of the tide. That I mean, just a little stronger. Because these guys are pretty beefy. As you can imagine, if you are familiar with the Souls-averse, these demon ruins and everything are somewhat reminiscent of an area from Dark Souls 1. Go figure! They're referencing Dark Souls 1. Daring today, aren't we? Oh, hey guys. I forgot there were so many of you. Luckily they did not all follow me. And you can even see, on the ground, there are corpses of Capra demons. So it is perhaps not unreasonable to think that these goat men may have evolved from the Capra demons on some level, or I guess edge them out in terms of superiority. Because they ain't no Capra demons left now. See, that guy's a trap, because I'm sure that if I get close enough, both he and a dude waiting around the corner are going to jump me together. So I'm going to say no. Reject that premise. And attack his health bar directly. Okay. I don't know if this is something I've discussed before, but when you are grabbed in this game, I'm pretty sure in Dark Souls 1 at least as well, maybe 2, tapping buttons, mashing your attack button, dodge button, I forget exactly what it is, but just mashing buttons essentially can actually allow you to get out of situations like that with a lot less health being taken away. It's rather annoying. You remember those guys, if you experienced Izalith in Dark Souls 1. That, I believe, is the Estus Shard, and I will be acquiring it post-haste. But I can't do it from this side. So we gotta travel down, and boy oh boy is down not fun. Ow. What did I say? There are dudes back there that I just choose not to encounter right now. Okay. There's also this guy. Okay. There's a goat man in here too. I'm okay with him distracting that Black Knight because for some reason I was just not healing. I was pressing the square button and it didn't happen. But yeah, that Black Knight is a remnant of Gwyn's old army, and as you can see from the piles of corpses, he's been doing some work down here for a while. Got a lot of Taurus demons down here. All dead. Don't think there's another illusion. No. But yeah, this is kind of lends credence to the old Demon King boss fight. He really was the last of his kind. And as you can see, pretty much everything that's left in this world is, you know, a progression, but perhaps less than what came before. The Gru are interesting foes, but they're certainly no Capra demons or Taurus demons in terms of their strength or ability. Okay, whiff. Yeah, and this is kind of the reason I wanted to delay this area for a while, is as if you might recall from the Pharyn Swamp, these Gru are not terrible on their own, but if you let them, they will certainly overwhelm you. And being able to two-shot most of them is a pretty decent place to be. And I will admit that I don't have this area memorized at all. So a bit of what I'm doing here is trial and error. I think I need to go up. For many reasons. One, being this boy right here. It's not gonna sit there yet, though. Ow. Goatmen being rude. The game. Goatmen being rude and then dropping terrible rewards. I don't need shards right now. If I were still in need of shards at this point in the game, I'd be in very hot water. Okay. Ow. But we have an Izalith Pyromancy Tome. Again, references, lore, fun things. Give to the old master pyromancer to learn chaos pyromancies of Izalith. Chaos pyromancies manipulate lava and birthed all later forms of pyromancy. So yeah, we have some kind of facsimile of Izalith culture, I guess, here in the Demon Ruins. These Gru, these goatmen, whatever kinds of lives they live, they seem to be indebted on some level to, goodness gracious, that phantom. I was not prepared for that. I can hear something going on above me. We'll probably discover what that is here in a bit. But yeah, the Gru seem to owe a lot in their culture to Izalith. This is a cool looking area. It's a bit samey, I would say, as you keep going through it. But I like the architectural design. It certainly evokes Izalith down here. And up top, you know, you've got the I almost missed it. Almost missed it. Let's see here. Shall I take it slow? I think I shall. Don't wanna... Ow. Okay. You can just sprint under these guys, I'm pretty sure, but I don't want to risk anything. I'm being methodical right now. He says as he doesn't heal from half health that he has right now. Not too big a deal though. These things are slow. They're just numerous. I'm actually surprised I'm doing this much damage to them. I buffed my weapon earlier because I knew that these things tend to tank physical damage, in spite of not really being all that much of a threat by themselves. Whew, there we go. And as I said earlier, Estus Shard. So that is our 15th Estus Flask that we will have. And that trial will be complete. And I'm pretty sure I recall how to get our last Undead Bone Shard, as they are called. Whew. Quit throwing fire at me. See, for all their nonsense, their fireballs, all that stuff, they are not hurting as much as they would be if I had come here a lot earlier. For which I am grateful. Those guys already fell down. You have not. I don't even know if this item is worth it, but let us see. Ah, it's the Undead Bone Shard. Ah, of course it was worth it. Okay, well that feels good. Having retrieved that, I can also explore back this way, which will include some encounters with some classic Dark Souls enemies. Who will probably swarm me at this point. Yep. Okay. Alright. Not as bad as it could have been. So yeah, we are descending now, below the demon ruins. Trying to see... Ah, yes. Believe I recall this area. Trying to stay on my toes because there are not just rats down here. Although there are plenty of rats down here. There's no more impotent feeling than just breaking your weapon off the side of the wall while trying to be a cool guy. Okay, so that loops around. Alright, yeah. I do not enjoy this area, generally. So I don't quite have my bearings fully. But I do remember this. Some large Titanite. They really do intend you to try and figure this area out much earlier than I have. To which I just say no. Nope. Izalith staff. I probably should reconsider my staffing situation. There you are. Yeah. Nope, 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 nope. Don't get cursed. Okay. Oh. Stop. And I think that might be the last of those guys. I think. We'll have to see. Yes, I believe that's the case. Ah. I was wrong. Okay. Titanite scale feels good. Now this is a fun direction to go. Because we will be encountering some fun in the form of Night Slayer Tsorig. He's got a big sword. But we have a big scythe. Oh! Don't choke now. Okay, good. He is a lot harder to deal with if you come here without a +10 weapon. Oh boy. He's got a lot of loot too. I think the Night Slayer's Ring. Enemies lose more stamina when guarding attacks. That's not bad. That is not bad. Ooh, pardon me, I need to wet my whistle again. Hopefully my swallowing noises don't come through on the mic too hard. But yeah, Tsorig was a Night Slayer and used very big boy weapons to do so. And if I were doing a different kind of build for this game, the Fume Knight Ultra Greatsword would be a very tempting one. As it is... Where'd he go? There you are. Twisted Sword, the heaviest of all ultra great swords, resembles a black slate. This weapon, said to belong to a trader from long ago, was so heavy that it found no owner and became a forgotten relic of history. That is actually a Dark Souls 2 reference. The Fume Knight, a character present in that game, wielded that sword, and man oh man did he make for a difficult boss fight. But that'll probably be a conversation for another time. For now, we've got another ultra great swordsman. Again, this is a rough area. If you're just coming through, say maybe level 50 or 60, as I think you might be. Maybe even 40s when you get to this area. It's tough. There's a lot going on here. But yeah, we're generally progressing through this area right now. As you can see, we're heading up and up and up now. Kind of climbing out of the ruins. Let's see. How to repair my stuff. Don't often have to do that in this game. Woo boy! But as you can see, we've got that ballista to deal with again. Luckily you can see when it's going to fire from here. And this dead arch tree makes for good cover. The ruins don't, but the arch tree will still help us out. Here we go. Got some homeward bones in case you just want to leave at this point, which is a fair decision to make. There is a certain intensity about this area. Part of which comes from the ballista. Part of which comes from greeting an old friend. And that is the bone wheel. Tips and tricks. Bait them out separately, if you can. This is one of the few areas where I tend to block fairly often because those bone wheels are no joke. If they start tearing into you, you need to have your shield up. Oh boy, yeah, forgot about you too. They have negative poise though, so it's not as bad as I was thinking. Yeah, and we are right up on the ballista now. Okay, not so bad. Got the Karthus Shotel. Yeah, here is that giant ballista mechanism. Some work of ancient art that we're just going to turn off. So it ran by itself, but you can guess that it might have been built by giants at some point. These guys laying here. Silence ahead, indeed. And yeah, that is actually pretty much the sum total of the demon ruins and, well, not entirely. There is something else we could do here if we really wanted. I don't have the magic to spook my way down here, but actually, I wonder if I can heal my magic at all. Fully restores FP. Let's do it. I never use those. Boop. Spooking my way downtown, falling fast, faces past, and I'm not taking damage. But yeah, here there be crabs as well. Something you can do, if the ballista is still on, is actually walk over here, and if the ballista shots hit this ground area, it'll actually break through the stonework here, around here. Yeah, you can kind of see down there. And there's a platform down there where you can get an item. I don't think it's terribly necessary to my build right now, so just gonna have to miss out on that because I'm not turning that ballista back on again. But yeah, if you hadn't gotten items around here with the ballista on, you can do that now. And we have cleared the demon ruins. And again, gotten the last bits of our healing items squared away, so we are now, once we get back to Firelink, we will be fully equipped, which is a good feeling. I don't tend to skimp on those, because I know what's coming in the DLC, and I'm going to need every bit of that. Every single bit. So yeah, we'll just portal back now. Make our way to Andre.
Tis what?
Tis what? Ultimate Estus.
Prithee, be careful. I don't.
Prithee, be careful. Go ahead and give this buddy our,
there you are. I am pleased.
We'll go ahead and give our buddy here. Nope. The Izalith Pyromancy Tome.
What have we here? A Pyromancy Tome from Izalith. Then you found the home of Pyromancy. Brilliant. I will never curse being old and undead again. Now, show it here, quickly. Let us channel them together. The Primal Pyromancy is known only to old Master Salaman.
Old Master Salaman. I believe, and I'll probably be proven wrong about this, but I believe Old Master Salaman is the pupil that Quaylana mentions in Dark Souls 1, the daughter of the Witch of Izalith. So yeah, I think... Did I already get the Karthus Flame Arc? Yeah, the Chaos Storm spell. And I think, yeah, Great Chaos Fire Orb come from the Izalith Tome. And yeah, that's just kind of cool. Really good pyromancies.
Do not be gone. What is it?
I'll probably be gone long, because I'm not doing pyromancies this run. I do believe, once I burn this bone shard, ultimate bonfire, just popping achievements left and right. I think I might return to the Irithyll dungeon, because I'm pretty sure I can find another friend to join us in Firelink, and I just haven't done it yet. And we haven't gone super long yet, so we'll use this episode to do a little bit of main game wrap-up, shall we say. I will say there's an entire area I have not yet been to that I have teased. And I don't think this is the elevator I wanted. No, I don't want to go to Rat Town. Anyway, yeah, there is an entirely optional area that I haven't been to yet, and I don't think I'm going to go to until I have started the DLC in earnest. Because there's an item and a weapon in the DLC that I've been aiming for this entire playthrough that I would like to have upon entering that area. That without it, I fear I will have a less fun time. Basically, I just want to be armed to the teeth, because that optional area really is no joke. There are some tough old enemies there that appear only in that area, and I would like to be able to combat them. You know, I'm thinking I should have started at a different bonfire. Should have gone down to the Profaned Flame. Just, you know, don't attack. That's fine. Granted, I think I was pressing the wrong button. Whoop. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to go through all this. I picked the wrong bonfire. Profaned Capital. Alright. Now that we are here, I'm going to do a little backtracking. And we are going to return to the dungeon from the other side. And release our friend. You know what? No. I'm gonna fight you over here. I just noticed this guy does not have... He doesn't have the skull that the gargoyles at Lothric Castle do. That's interesting. I think I just noticed that. little easier to make quick work of these guys now, too. We are a little stronger than we were before. Although my health has been diminished to a quarter of what it was, that will come back. We can cosplay as these guys now. And I'm hoping I have the right key. Yes! It is friend time.
Oh, there you are. I thought you'd all but forgotten me. How sweet. Good to know that a skinny little heretic can still turn heads.
Maybe I'm into skinny little heretics.
Oh, you're not one of them, are you? Accept my apologies for mistaking you for one of those leeches. So, what business have you here? This is a land of monstrosities, and I am no exception.
I want to help.
You're here to save me. But I'm guilty. A wretched child of the abyss. Is that something you can forgive?
Sure.
Oh, really? You are no ordinary woman. Very well. Besides, I've grown tired of imprisonment. I am Carla, and I accept your proposal.
Huzzah! So yeah, Carla was locked up here in Irithyll Dungeon, presumably because of her affinity toward dark magic and the abyss and humanity and all that comes from all of that. So of course she would be skeptical that anybody would actually want to help her or care for her at all, because all she has known for so long is that she is simply a heretic, one who has gone against the faith of Gwyn and against the light, so to speak. Let me get this guy. I don't care. Got that scale, good. Going back to the shrine. But yeah, Carla is going to be able to teach us dark pyromancies. And she hangs out down here.
Ah, there you are. As I said, I am Carla, and am grateful to you. Now, what shall we do? The only thing that might interest you is my sorcery, although my dark arts are a detestable sort. That wouldn't interest
Tapping
you,
my foot down there.
would it?
I'll learn dark sorceries, or at least give you the tomes for
You're a
them.
wicked one, aren't you? Very well. Humans are of the dark, and you are no different. Some may avert their eyes, but the truth remains the truth. Be careful, though. Few humans are privy to this knowledge. Let it be a secret, kept between you and I.
We shall give her the Grave Warden Pyromancy tome that we have had since Karthus.
A pyromancy tome, have we? And one that resonates with the dark. Yes, well suited to me. Very well. If this is your wish, I will unravel the thing the best I can. Besides, it will be nice to play master for once.
forget what she has to talk about.
There is one thing that you should know. There is a darkness within man, and I am afraid you will peer into it. Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you entirely. Fear not. Your choice will bring you no scorn.
To reflect on the dark heart of man.
There is one thing. There is a darkness within man. Whether the fear will spark self-reflection or a ruinous nostalgia is up to you
Self-reflection or
entirely.
ruinous nostalgia.
Fear not.
Interesting.
Your choice will bring you no scorn.
We can go ahead and give her the Deep Braille Divine Tome that we could have given to Arena earlier, too.
Oh, is this a divine tome? What on earth are you thinking? I wouldn't go near a divine tome, or any so-called miracle.
I think we can.
And casters of miracles are sure to steer clear of me. So please, don't torture me so.
I guess I was wrong. I guess she won't accept it, even though it is the deep one. But yeah, she can learn us some dark sorceries. I don't have the faith to wield a lot of them. If I had more intelligence, I could wield Dark Edge. Which I think is just a... it's kind of like the crystal or Pharyn magic swords that you can get as spells. This has an interesting blurb here. Passed from mother to daughter, this blade was intended for both protection and as a means of taking one's own life. The young girl never swung it more than once. I don't know if there is any other flavor text about where this dark pyromancy might have come from. If there is some other lore or context for it in other Dark Souls games, I don't know of it. So, I don't know. It's just one small, sad little story related to this one item. But it's kind of cool. So yeah.
Do stay safe.
Thank you, Carla. Yeah, we might go ahead and call this an episode here. I'd say it was fairly accomplished. We retrieved the last Lord Soul, which I think we can take a look at here, yeah. The Lothric bloodline was obsessed with creating a worthy heir, and when this proved impossible, resorted to unspeakable means. Suffice it to say, the path to linking the fire is a cursed one indeed. So that's interesting. That may be the first time that someone has considered the effort that has gone into linking the fire to be a cursed one. You know, most everybody else is talking about a cruel and terrible betrayal it would be to resist linking the fire. But this is kind of the first indication that, you know, it is almost literally, and sometimes very literally, killing people to try to keep linking the fire. So, yeah, I'm actually glad I read that now. But yeah, we finally bested the Twin Princes. We made our way through the Demon Ruins and found a friend here at the end. And I think that'll set us up nicely to start exploring the DLC in the next episode, which, boy, I'm excited about. It is fun times. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you feel the need or the compulsion to, feel free to subscribe, give this video a like. Not really planning on making this my day job, just a hobby, but I appreciate anybody hanging around and tolerating my pontification about a video game. So, yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.